All right, I'm back. Kitties are fed and happy. Sometimes when Heimdall is eating, he goes nom 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 while he eats, and I just heard him do that. That's just the cutest thing ever. Okay. We're gonna try and do something here. So we have our random carpets down here. We have 4 of them. And then up here we have a drawer and some open crates. I have 2 open crates because with how high up they are, they'll drop 2 with the pulse. So what we really want we would really like 2 hoppers pointing into these. Disabled, except for on a pulse. That was just for display. But we also need to have there, and that might do it. And then we just have a wrong spot.
Don't be afraid to borrow. Chord progressions, sounds, little ditties, tiny things. Just snatch them all up.
Don't be afraid to borrow? What? Gotcha. I don't have the music playing for me, so I was like, what are you talking about? I don't have it on the channel for me to listen to. So we actually need, if we did this.
And I used to, because I thought it was not original.
No.
But I quickly found out that I am not original or creative. I can't make up a new thing. And I very much doubt, anyways, that any of the people that I listen to were the first ones to think of a particular progression. So once you get over that,
Of course.
sounding good is
Burnout clock.
just borrow. Basically, let's just copy it.
Alright, so when that,
Do a little changey thing and pretend,
that just does 1, right?
that no one will know.
Go up here. Now see how little of redstone I really know by doing this.
Now let's steal everything from the older generation and pretend like it's theirs. Ooh, it's kind of controversial. Is it?
I mean, I know that I need to turn these off when these are empty.
Melodies.
But right now,
So many different things you can do. Yeah, you don't want to push it. Don't be blatant about it.
it turns off when there's something there. So I already know I need to invert that.
And also be respectful, like leave them like a little note saying thank you very much for what you've done. If you listen enough, you start to pick
That doesn't do anything for them.
enormous amount of
Does it for here?
you know, the same chord progression over and over.
Yes. So,
The same artist all the time.
yeah, I know I don't need repeaters there, but I want to just know if
It's easy to churn out a lot of songs if you have a lot of different chord progressions in your mind and you know that, you know what, if I do this,
no.
it'll sound new enough.
Okay, so the problem I'm seeing here is it's not getting to the second hopper. What if I just have stuff already in the second hopper? Yeah. Okay. Idea. Actually, we would really like to have you face the right way, Mr. Drawer. Great. Thank you. Alright, so then I need to have Alright, so it is currently locked and we actually want it unlocked right now. How far away is this? Do we need to make it closer? Because we need to still... I think we still need to do that. And... if not here, it needs to be where? If not here, it needs to be the other way. It needs to be... Okay. So rusty at this. I mean, this is correct now. We at least have that. But... wonder if I could put it here... Instead, I'll have a bit more space. This won't do anything to that. It needs to go into this block for that. Will this do it? Yes. So maybe. Did that? Okay, so it's not perfect because if it hasn't picked up all of them on both of these, then it would still drop extra. But maybe I could just detect on one and the other one's just undetected. But, okay, so I'd only have one. Let me be more clear. I'd only have one of the pressure plates. And what do we think? You don't think you're entirely sure what I'm trying to make here? Oh. Well, let's use the supplies I'm planning on doing and let you see it working in action. Alright, so that's not working the way I want it to. I want it to turn off when it I do need to gate it one more time, don't I? Or just not negate it the first time? What? Okay, so we have that. And you. And you. I hate vertical redstone. Hate. Beyond love. This won't work because I need to figure this part out. The slab way. Yes. I'm just trying to do this correctly. I'm trying. Yeah, redstone go up. But it needs to negate this. It needs to. Why am I having. Why is this so hard for me right now? Why? Why? Because I need the torch here. And this isn't right. It needs to be opposite. So to make this opposite, that won't do anything. But will... Not a torch, just redstone. Really? You can force redstone in a block with that's true, there is PCBS. No. And just putting redstone here, that will unlikely work. And then there's this. But by the time I get here, can you pop in? Yeah, right. The thing is, I have to understand what I'm doing also. So that's kind of part of the fun for me, is figuring this out on my, Ooh. A block needs to be energized to transmit the signal. Uh-huh. This block needs to get a redstone signal to turn the torches off. But I don't know how to get it there. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you hung out. Well, that does it. It's a mess. And again, I don't need the 2 pressure plates because it won't indicate either or, it just does both. You can condense it. I imagine I could. I'm not sure how, and I'm going to look at it for a little bit. Because the next thing I think I want to do is it drops 2. Oh, there it dropped 3. If this is slower, does it drop more? Which one? That looks like that might drop more that way. Does it work if I put the torch directly under the repeater? What does an iron plate do? How many does it yeah, okay. So this works, but it can be smaller. So I'm just thinking if I can get it to drop 4 saplings, I don't need this one. One, 2, 3. It's dropping 3. Does this change that? One, 2, 3. Because if we could leave this off for a little bit longer. One, 2, 3, 4. That was 4. That was 4. Okay, well, if I do that, I don't need this. And yeah. Blah! Are we having fun yet? I mean, this does what I need it to do. Let's go into our other world, because I mean, I have these supplies and poke around in our real world. All right, so let's go get some redstone components. What do I have? I don't need comparators. Clearly, we need to make some redstone components. Okay. Alright, so let's make some repeaters. We'll do 2. We'll make a couple torches. Pressure plate. And go from there. We need more. We have the supplies on hand. Okay. It is now playtime. The cats are running around. All right. Let's tear you down. Yep. And we don't need... We'll move you guys. We might need to repodzle them. So I need a hopper. I should go make one of those. Ooh, all right. And I need some living rock brick because I like to use that for redstone. All right. Okay. You're right, that is a lot shorter. I'm assuming it doesn't have to be a gold pressure plate. The thing with the repeaters, though, was I was able to configure it to drop 4. And I might want to keep that functionality. Thinking I might just do the one that I did. Because that repeater on 4-tick delay gave me 4. This one. How far can I come until I have to fight the Gaia Guardian? That's pretty much where I'm at, isn't it? That might be too close, though. There's usually a problem with that. But if I did further, you did? Huh. Huh. Completely spaced that off, didn't I? Okay, so I need... I need to get another hopper in this instance, but I'm trying to... You had a hopper here. And, whoops. And here. Leading into the open crate, which is above the... Hey, quit placing stuff that I don't want you to place. Okay. Stop it. Need one more hopper right there. Yeah, and it's something I spaced off. This is the one that I need to have the barrel on. Prevent things. All right. Cannot remember what the range of the Ranencarpus is. I have to look that up. Alright, so let's watch this for a little bit. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4. Counting with WINRY. There's 4. 4 is definitely what we want. Now I have to wonder, is this too fast? Like, do I need to slow down my Hopperhawk? Or will the Ranuncarpus grab them? So let's test it. Too fast. Okay, so we need to make an arboreal seed. And I need to eat. It is a dead bush. I have so much stuff I don't need in my inventory now. Okay. Yes, okay. There we go. And then turn you off. Yay. And I think a boreal seed will be slow enough. So now we just wait. All right. And that drops 4 each time, so that's what I want. What I was wondering about how far the range was is if I could take this setup and put it underneath. So it would be here-ish. Because the coarse dirt is there. You can kind of see it. These 4 spots are coarse dirt, which is where the Ranuncarpus is, but I can't remember what their pickup range is. I'm thinking it's only like 5 by 5 by 3 or something. Which means if I put that down below, it wouldn't work. At least not yet, it wouldn't work. When I was able to do red string, we could probably make it work. Because red string, we could just bind to this open crate and put all the rest of this down below. And just send the redstone signal into the setup down there, and the red string would just drop it in the crate above. So the only thing up here would be a pressure plate and an open crate. Everything else would be red string, and yeah. Later, when we can actually do red string. For now, this works. Okay, so we've likely made the hydrangeas. We're doing our fixing this farm thing. Yeah, it's just dropping seeds in buckets now, so it is done. A spectralist doesn't... I could do a Spectralist. But a red string would work too. You just do the red string container and it would bind to the open crate. And it would consider the open crate the block. And it's not a Spectralist, it's a Spectranthemum. It's this one. The Spectranthemum. The Spectralist is the one that eats wool. The Spectranthemum does the longish range transport. I think its range is like 12 blocks or something. But it needs a Rune of Envy, which needs a Rune of Winter. And do you know what that means? Cake. Blech. The crafting of cake. Yeah. Alright, so it misfired on one. So let's fix that. And let's bring these. Oh, over here. We have 18 left? Okay, so we're good. Endoflames are our next thing that we'd need to make petals for. How are we doing over here? I cannot wait to get those automated, but again, I'm not really making enough mana for me to be comfortable leaving the Jaded Amaranthus running right now. I'm just not. We have 58. I made 2 stacks, so it's going slower than I thought. How are we on coal? 10 stacks. We can go grab some charcoal. And I can't wait for this to be automatic too. And the Spectranthemum is way too far away for this sort of transport. It really needs corporea for this distance. So but yeah, we will need to make more endoflames. Probably not for this stream, probably for tomorrow. So today, between streams, I'll probably craft a whole bunch of hydrangeas and endoflames. Make sure we have enough Rosa Arcanas, which I think we do. I think we have 3. So that tomorrow, when we're doing stuff, we're still generating mana. How are we doing? We checked this just a bit ago. 37, 25. We've made 2 mana pools, approximately, since we streamed from endoflames. And we're at 6 for the Rosa. I can't remember what the hydrangeas was. So yeah. Pretty soon we'll have to start figuring out the next flower. I think we were gonna do the Gormy. I think we were gonna do the Gormarillus. What does that require? That requires a summer and a fire, which we can make the stuff for. The Thermalily is the other one, which is cheaper. We might do the Thermalily then. It's going to require quite a bit of setup and another, maybe even just a spot loader, but we definitely need a chunk loader of some sort to do that. But these would be easier to craft than doing summer runes for the Gormarillus. Again, we've already talked about needing to set up automating lava in the Nether. That also means chucking the buckets into the Nether portal. I need to look up what I did for that. That setup I got from Tango Tech. When when he was throwing poppies through the portal to keep his iron golem farm alive in vanilla. But that works the same as throwing buckets of lava through the nether portal. So we'll have to figure that out. And we'll have to set up the bucket filling station in the nether and keep that chunk loaded. And then have rail carts. Might not need rail carts. If I put the nether portal at the lava level and can pair that with wherever I need the lava buckets for the thermal lily, I may not need to have carts bringing the empty buckets and the full buckets up and down like I did in my previous playthrough. Might be able to have to all at once, and the empty buckets would just get chucked through the portal and picked up by a hopper hawk on the nether side. Again, in case you're just joining us, lava is infinite at the lake level in this pack, so that you can fully automate the thermal lily. This will be cheaper for us to do. And I kind of wanted to try and automate all of the Pre-Alphine Flowers before I did Alphine Flowers, mainly because we have limited ender pearls. And they're going to probably require pixie dust in their crafting, if I remember correctly. So for Pre-Alphine, we have the thermal lily and the Narslimus, the Gormorillus. Wait, not much. Narslimus is here. And the Gormorillus. Those are all still Pre-Alphine generating flowers. This ought to make us oodles. But it requires, like the Gormorillus, it requires a tier 3 rune, or 2 rune. So I think that's our direction. Thermal lily, because it doesn't require any tier 2 runes. And then work on what we need for tier 2 runes. And we might... Yeah, because we need farms. Right now, just making them one-off. We need to set up some kind of set it, forget it type setup for those things. Because for this, we're going to need... This is what I did in my previous playthrough. So that I did not have to have a tree farm for these trees. The traverse trees are needed for the Rune of Autumn. I'm sorry, I had to stop here because Hermes is playing with their Christmas present. I got him one of those tracks with the light up ball in it, made by Cadit. And he's really the only one that I've seen will go over there and play with it without me instigating the playing with it. And he's just going to town chasing that red ball through the track. It's adorable. Anyway, this is the way I did it because it was cheaper than creating a tree farm for these trees to get the leaves. How would we do that anyway? This might be the intended method. To automate a tree farm where you actually get the leaves. Anyway, I need to make one of these. So much stuff. Yeah, I don't think there's a way. That's why I'm sitting here like, wait, maybe the reason I did that in my previous playthrough is because that is the intended way to get them. So I will have to set up another auto crafting hall like I did in my previous playthrough. I don't know where that's going to exist yet. Because it requires corporea to make it nice and lovely. And we're going to need a flower crafting hall like I had in my previous playthrough. Auto crafting, flower crafting, rune crafting. Or towers. Yeah, you have pushed for the towers. But here's the thing, and it's it's not obvious now because I don't have a whole lot of the generating stuff going. And I made this one really low to start out. If I could actually keep up with how many flowers this needs an hour by crafting, this could be up to that gray wool. That's how tall that farm could be. Remember, we have it in our creative world. Let's math. Because I've done this before, but I can't remember. It's 5 layers. So 36 times 5 is 180 hydrangeas. I would need to craft 180 hydrangeas an hour. Which is 3 a minute. It's doable, but can we get that many petals a minute? Can we get 3 blue and 3 cyan flowers every minute? Can we get 3 seeds every minute? Right now? No. We definitely need more than the 1 jaded that's hidden in here somewhere. My one in creative had 5 jaded amaranthus in here to speed it up, and that will be helpful when we have enough mana being generated, but right now we're just not there. You're right, with enough farms? Yep, exactly. I have to keep going. You produce 4 flowers a minute. 4 specific flowers or 4... Yeah. With this setup, I can craft pretty quickly. I think this is a 5-second timer. So I can craft the flowers that fast. It's, do I have the resources to craft the flowers that fast? Currently, I don't. Which is why this is only too high, because this is around a stack of hydrangeas an hour. We're gonna see, like I said, my goal for this pack is to try to push my abilities to create in large numbers. We'll likely have to do more than these 2 trees. It's currently keeping up just fine with what we've got, but we're going to want to increase that. This is 48 flowers per pad. You have to subtract the one in the middle the pressure plate is on. So, and it's not staying full at this point. I don't have the timer up here for the dropping that fast yet. So we would need to do, and we already calculated, it needs 90 charcoal per flower per hour. We've already calculated that. So if there's 48 flowers, it takes 90 charcoal. We need to be producing 4,320 charcoal an hour just to run this pad. And I have potential for 5 of these, or 4 of these, I think. 4 stack, 4 layers. And that's just a quarter of a pad. Now, with that said, we could be doing something other than charcoal in the future. Maybe we do blaze mesh, because they burn even longer. Blocks of charcoal. So it kind of, yeah, it's just, I don't know. I don't know if it's more efficient to burn the compressed ones or the blaze mesh. Other burnables, nah. So there's that to think of too. And I don't think this is the most efficient mana spreader setup either. So there's that to think about. And again, now I'm just kind of rambling about what I've got. Okay, so let's calculate that. So they are more efficient. If a coal/charcoal block smelts 80 items, it would require 10 charcoal to smelt that many. So it's a savings to do a block instead of an individual piece. And the mesh does 60, but only requires 9 blaze powder to do. So once we had a blaze spawner farm doing the blaze stuff, that seems cheaper, but I think in the interim then, with you giving me those numbers, I should craft the charcoal into blocks, which you can do via Quark. It's not a vanilla recipe. I don't even know if you can do this with just Botania. I'm not sure if Botania adds that as well, and it's just superseded by Quark when they're together. Yeah, the smelt times are probably not for the block of charcoal. There isn't. Oh, there we go. I had to do, yeah. Anyway, thanks. Now I feel like I'm just rambling. Does this flower run out? It's dead, and there are items sitting here, which means these are full. No, they aren't. Stack size is 256. Oh, you're probably out of... Peter. What? Quit. Yes, stop. It doesn't have any mana. But I think I'm going to end it for today. I'm just doing a bunch of rambling for the last 20 minutes or so about plans and thoughts and things. Tomorrow's stream, I have no idea what we're going to work on. I mean, I have things to do. So there's that. We'll figure it out. There's plenty to do. It may be time to start figuring out the thermalily. Where am I gonna, how big can I maintain how big of a generator I can do, and yeah, that sort of stuff. We might be spending some time in creative trying to figure out a thermalily generator like we did for the other two. And it may just be dependent on how quickly we can get lava from the nether. We're gonna turn this dude off. How do we do? 9 stacks. So we could do all of the dispensers we need for that farm as well. And yeah, there's more to it. So we have that to work on as well, so that I can set up an auto harvest plants feature. Woo! Stuff to do! Lots of stuff to do. Anyway, I'm going to call it there for today and rest my voice a little bit. It feels a bit scratchy. And I will be back tomorrow morning for some more Floramancer. Doing stuff and things, having a good time. So, I hope you enjoyed. See you tomorrow. Bye!